Hmm. Okay, apparently we're live. Let's wait and confirm here. Okay, fantastic. We are on. Sorry about the delay. I was a couple minutes late there. Just had a little bit of a slow time getting set up, but now we are here and we are ready to go. We're ready to get cracking. We are ready to get cracking. Go ham with stocks. I'm sorry to hear you got damage control to do at work. Hopefully that turns out okay. So I saw somebody in chat saying they did this mon dirty. Oh, come on, something or other. What are we doing? Already? Good heavens. Oh my. Thank you very much. That's so generous. Okay, well, I guess it's funny, we don't even have enough people for all those memberships, so I guess as people trickle in, I suppose the people that are here early, the real ones, as they say, are here. Wow. Craziness. Okay, well, something or other. Thank you, as always, for the incredible generosity, really getting this stream off on the right foot. Thanks so much. That's amazing. Wow. Okay, let's talk Glalie. So its pre-mega evolution abilities suck. Well, except Moody, which is broken, but you can't use it because it's banned and would be insane. Ice Body is pretty much useless. We're going to go with Inner Focus. Blocks Intimidate. Not many Pokemon have Intimidate that are like really relevant other than Landorus, which is not going to be switching in on a Glalie. But, you know, if we face like an Arcanine, I guess it could be good. So anyway, that's the minor thing there. But here's the thing. Yeah, it has Refrigerate when it Mega Evolves, and it's got 120 attack and 120 special attack, which a lot of people were saying is bad. Obviously, super high attacking and special attacking stats generally aren't what you want, right? Like a Pokemon like Toxicroak, 490 BST, but in practice, it's so much worse because you've got a pretty good special attack and a pretty good attack. So it's a bit awkward like that, but not with Glalie. That's right. I'm making the claim that it is not bad at all. So here's one reason: Freeze Dry. As you guys probably know, Freeze Dry is broken. This move is so good. You just click it and it works. Freeze Dry is a major move in this tier. If we look at all the Pokemon, I mean, like Wellspring is getting one shot. A lot of water types are just going to get destroyed by this. Urshi would have been a good switch into Glalie, gets destroyed. Pex, maybe not destroyed, but it's going to take a lot. Mola gets destroyed, right? Mega Glalie. Oh my. Very generous. Castro, thank you for the 20-somethings. Says, I drafted this Mon because I couldn't hit Dragon otherwise. Couldn't hit Dragons otherwise, and it's really bad. Hope you do well. Okay, not an inspiring start. A very inspiring donation, but not an inspiring message sent with it. So hopefully we do pretty well. Hopefully we do pretty well. Yeah, that's yeah, wow. Okay, well, hopefully our Glalie goes well. But anyway, let me show you this, right? Alamamola. Normally, Glalie can't do anything, but check this out. Freeze Dry. And bam. And that is a no special attack Glalie. Now, most Mola don't run quite like that. But look at that. I mean, we're not going to be running Jolly, obviously. We're going to run some special attack EVs. So that's like an easy two-shot on Mola. And I'm pretty sure Urshifu is going to take this horribly. Yeah, Urshi is straight up dying if we max invest in special attack. So, which we probably won't max invest, but it's really, really good for hitting random stuff. Yeah, freeze dry is just, it's broke. Oh, it's euros. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Wow, Castro, that is extremely generous. Thank you so much. Whew, wow. So, Glalie, yeah, Glalie has some pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff indeed. You know what's funny? Like, we could run like Terra Blast. So let's just quickly take a look at the normal moves that we could turn. Body Slam is hilarious on Glalie. Like, just like spreading para is actually kind of unhinged. There is Double Edge, which is a really cool option as well over Return. Some run Facade, you know, Frustration. Those are pretty good options. Terra Blast, funny. Weather Ball, obviously not. Well, we will use it. Hyper Self-Destruct and Explosion are obviously funny. Okay, but let's talk about how we're going to utilize this thing. We're going to be utilizing Attack. We're going to run Ice Shard, probably, because it's a really good move. But we're going to use Weather Ball with Torkoal or Ninetales. So you may have wondered, you saw the thumbnail. Why did I put a orange background for Glalie? I usually do it of the type. And this is why. This is why. Also, yeah, guys, for all you that just got memberships or, you know, had a ton of memberships before from something or others going crazy on the last stream, you can post custom emojis in chat. So give those a try. Give that a try. So yeah, we are doing Weather Ball Glalie in Sun. And wow, Jin William, thank you very much for the $2 saying shrimp on the Barbie, I think is the barbecue. Well, I'm not a big shrimp guy, but I really appreciate the donation nonetheless. Really appreciate the donation. Okay, cool stuff. So yeah, Terra Blast gets special. I'm not going to run Terra Blast. Like, if we're going to run, there's no way I'd run a slightly more powerful, I guess no, but Refrigerate does give you that 1.2 times boost. So Terra Blast is a substantial bit, but I guess it's a little bit stronger than Ice Beam. Yeah, because it's 1.2. So that's going to be 80 over 5. So that's going to be, hold on, 80 over 5. This should be easy. That's, okay, that's going to be 16. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit stronger than Ice Beam, like 96 relative to 90, and you lose the freeze chance. I don't think we're going to run that anyway. I don't see that as a real possibility. If I'm being totally honest, I just don't see that as being a real possibility. Okay, yeah, you guys do have those emojis. I see the ELO and I see the Olo, certified Olo addict. Yeah, so here's the thing with Glalie. When you give a Glalie Weather Ball, let's look at the Pokemon that can switch into it. No. Honestly, yes. So, but Cinderace, you know, can switch in like once. So can't switch in, switches in once. No. Look how many Pokemon it one-shots. It one-shots like over half the tier. It's crazy. Look, like this Heatran is the one thing that switches in. What switches in? Basically Heatran. Now, we could run Earthquake. So they're basically, for this last slot, I think Ice Shard is way too good to turn down. Prio and Natdex is just amazing. And I'm thinking we go Return. We could run EQ Ice Shard Freeze Dry Weather Ball, which would be harder to switch into in theory, but then we don't have that big, like, meaty click of Return, which hurts a lot. So I think we go Return and just kind of build the team around having a good matchup into Heatran if we do see that. But yeah, someone asked, wouldn't Terra Blast just be a worst Return? No, because it'd be special. Why am I not using Mega Glalie on a Snow team? Because Mega Glalie doesn't really want Snow, and Snow doesn't help it. Like, it gives an offensive Pokemon a 1.5 times defense boost, which isn't really that great, or that impactful, or that meaningful. If I did run a Snow team, I don't think I would put a Glalie on it. I think there are better things. This is an idea I've had. Mega Glalie Sun. I've been wanting to build this since Generation 7. I've had this idea in the chamber a really long time. And I recently saw, I think it was Dragon Lord video where he did this. And I was like, you know what? I want to try to make this really, really work. Because I think the team in the video seemed like fine. But, you know, a lot of the Dragon Lord teams are kind of like made for the clip versus optimal. I want to see if I can try to optimize Mega Glalie and really make it something exceptional. Now, let me be clear. Let me be honest. I'm not that optimistic. Like if you told me, you know, be honest here. Do you think Glalie is going to do it? Do you think Glalie is going to be like the thing that can like get rank 1 and we get like a really solid Mega Glalie Sun? No. I don't think Sun is good in that decks. So if we look at, let me just put this to 0 plus elo to give you guys an idea. And we search Torkoal, we see 2.4% total Natdex ladder. Search Ninetales, we see even less. Let's use Torkoal, 2.4%, right? Now we go to high elo. Look how that usage dropped. 1500 plus, 2.34%. 1760 plus, 0.65. The lesson here basically is that people that use Sun don't make it past 1760. Now, this usage is still not terrible. There are successful Sun teams that are working, but I don't honestly know how much higher than 1760 they are. I feel like that's probably kind of where these teams oftentimes meet their limit. And I'm just not optimistic that this will be all that good, to tell you the truth. I'm not optimistic that it'll be all that good. But I think it's definitely worth giving a try because this Pokemon is just absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying coverage. Like it truly, truly is so hard to switch into. And I think it's going to be, in that regard, pretty cool. So one thing I want to check some Kingambit Sucker Punch calcs. How much do we do to Kingambit with like Weather Ball? Not Harsh Sunshine, but Sunshine. That's awesome. We kill Gambit. Like even max HP has a good shot to, that's not that good of a shot to die, but it has like a chance. So, okay, that's pretty cool. I think we probably just go, I'm inclined to invest quite a bit in special attack, to be totally honest with you guys. That's a pretty good calc, though. How much are we doing like a Charizard? See, like that plus Ice Shard killing is a nice calc to have. Yeah, because that's a good calc to have. So I want to invest in special attack, and I want to invest in... I feel like most of the time we're still just going to be clicking return and Ice Shard, and most of the time when we Weather Ball, it's going to kind of be killing anyways. Like Kingambit's going to come in chipped a lot of the time. Weather Ball to a Melm is doing... Like, that's such good damage. Wow. I guess we can decide the exact what we want to run later. There are also two options I want to just establish early on. There are two options here. There's the Ninetales version and the Torkoal version. Generally, people seem to prefer Torkoal in Nat decks, which makes sense. I think Torkoal's probably better, but Ninetales does have that Healing Wish, so it's an option we definitely want to consider. No, a lot of Gambit used to be AV in Nat decks, but they're not anymore. Dragapult got banned, so the AV usage went way down. You see now AV is only at 11%. Black Glass is the vast majority of those. So let's see. Yeah, Kingambit here. Kingambit here. Black Glasses. With like, let's say like 3 allies fainted. Oh my god. Yeah, so we don't want to go minus defense. Because if we go minus defense, that's becoming a problem like mid-game, which is insane that does that amount. But yeah, we go minus. But then at the same time, Raging Bolt, right? So we're going to face some Raging Bolts in Sun. Okay, but no, even with minus Spadaf, like let's just do this for a second. Yeah, even with minus Spadaf, they're never killing in Sun. So I think just to avoid, I think we go minus Spadaf. I think that's probably going to be better for us. Is there like, I guess Scarf Lele can probably kill us with, like that's not great, but it would have killed with Focus Blast anyway. So I think we probably go minus SpDef, and then we go like something like that. We'll probably, whoops. I think we do want to go max speed. That 328 is pretty crowded. Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, we can check. I think it's pretty crowded though. Zapdos, Volcaronizard. It kind of is just Zapdos, Volcaronizard. Maybe it's not all that important. But then we definitely want to outpace Urshi and Kyurem. So at that point, we might as well. So yeah, probably we'll do this, and then we'll find out the mixed EVs later. Someone says Scarf Tusk is like huge and high ladder right now. Be that true? Oh my gosh. 1760 plus Scarf Tusk is like the most popular item by far. That's crazy stuff. Cool. I mean, good for Tusk. I'm happy for the guy. Everyone, he's always wanted to be stylish. Okay, but let's now look at supporting Pokemon. So the only thing that can switch into this Glalie is literally Heatran, which is so sick. Like, it's so sick. I mean, let's check Toxapex. I want to see how Toxapex is taking Freeze Dry. So SpDefPex is taking it. SpDefPex is taking it. So we cannot count on Glalie as the sole stall breaker. Now, Sun doesn't typically have a huge issue with stall, so I feel like we'll probably be fine and figure something out. But yeah, we cannot count on Glalie as the sole stall breaker. A SpDefPex can wall it pretty much infinitely, so we'll put that on. I mean, we do have Freeze Dry and we can like fish for freezes, but it can, you know, Sun teams don't really have the longevity to like repeatedly fish for freezes. The other thing is, you know, people will be aware of Weather Ball Glalie. Like, we're not going to be facing scrubs that just don't know what's going on and have like no clue. Like, when they see a Glalie on Sun, they're going to know what's up. So the surprise factor is not something we're counting here. We're just counting on the coverage being that threatening. Something or other. Thank you very much for the $20 donation, saying, personally, I think Voltorb would really round out the team. We are absolutely not doing that. Guys, do remember to like the stream. Helps out a lot. And yes, something or other, thank you very much. Very generous. Oh, I want to check Scizor. Bullet Punch. Ooh, come on. Okay, small chance to kill. Oh, that's plus defense, though. That's not good. So, okay, Adamax Scizor is killing us, which kind of sucks. I wonder how much defense we need to, like, you know, get out of that. Oh, it's probably it's going to be way too much. 108. Honestly, not the worst. I'll think about it. No, even max special attack Glalie can't 2-hit KO SpDefPex, so we can't EV that. Okay, so yeah, that's a little bit rough there, that we're taking that much. Might go defensive Glalie, but I mean, we obviously super kill with a Weather Ball, but we have to predict the switch in. The other thing is, like, how are we getting this Glalie in? Because it is a Glalie, you know, that's... Getting in is not exactly its strong suit. Let's talk about possible team members. I think that's an okay way to start here. Sun kind of builds itself. You just kind of have to pick which, you know, components you want. So I'd say Hatterene, Great Tusk, Slitherwing. I cannot emphasize enough how important Priority is in Nat Dex. This tier is infested with hyper offense. So Prio is just so important. Raging Bolt, I mean, obviously, is a classic. What else are they packing on these Sun teams? Blaziken, I think, is a real option. Let's research for Torkoal. Yeah, Hatterene is pretty common, makes sense. Venusaur, Lilligant, yeah, we'll add those. Venusaur, Lilligant, Blaziken. Blaziken's a pretty good stall breaker with Fire Z. Goes pretty crazy. Victini, how could I forget about Victini? Yeah, Victini goes pretty hard. I don't love Victini with Glalie because I feel like we run into a Heatran and that's just too big of a problem. We have to build the team with the knowledge that, Glalie cannot touch a Heatran for the life of it. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was a pun. Voltorb would be round. Oh, that's funny. Yep. I see it now. Not a lot of Pex are full Spadef, I don't think. We can check. I feel like, well, but then there's Zard-Y, so maybe a lot of Pex are Spadef. It seems like, well, we can check by nature. Okay, so most are defensive, so only like 34% are calm. And on stall, I feel like they're probably more likely to be Fizdef. But yeah, it looks like about, 2/3. 2/3 are defensive and a third are Spadef. Crazy that Torkoal is run like with Zard a lot of the time. It's like, why are you doing that? Mm-hmm. Remember to like the stream, guys. Helps out a lot. Okay. So, oops, why am I going there? Lilligant, yeah, what else do we have? Lilligant, okay, that's all that has on the list. Any other photosynthesis mons that I'm not considering? I don't see Shocks as being viable in a tier with Gliscor and Landorus where you can't use Terra, so I think that's out. Brute Bonnet is just not good without Terra. It needs like Terra Blast. Okay, I think we're good on photosynthesis. Let's look at Chlorophyll. Lilligant and Venu are probably going to be the top two. Scovillain, normally I'd be down to consider Scovillain. I think Scovillain is so underrated. I think people sleep on the Sco. No, Scovillain is so, I mean, it's like, it's honestly good. I think it's pretty good. Like, it's a Chlorophyll and Grass and Fire types. You can spam, like, Solar Beam and Overheat and stuff, but it's just that Heatran thing. I should absolutely build Scovillain in OU. I should absolutely build it in OU, but I don't think it's right here because, as I said, we have to consider Heatran is the thing we have to keep repeating to ourselves. Some people saying gotta put Zard on the team, bro. No, absolutely not. So let's see. Yeah, Chlorophyll. I don't think there are any other Chlorophyll Pokemon that are really like that much worth looking at. I guess Leavanny, like it could be a Sunwebs, probably not, but it could be. Brood Bonnet can click Spore. That's a good point. I did forget about that. It can click Spore. I still think it kind of blows. I can't see myself using Brute Bonnet when there are like other options. I just kind of hate it as a Pokemon, to tell you the truth. I don't think Whimsicott is the play. Growth Whimsicott is kind of fire with Terra Ghost and OU. I don't think it's great here. Comfey is like... I'll put Comfey down, because just Prio is so important in Nactex. But then like Heatran existing, so probably not. Probably don't put Comfey down. Yeah, Volcarona I'll consider. The next thing we look at, well, I guess we can look at Solar Power, but I don't think anything really viable is going to pan out here. Yeah, I don't see any of these as being realistic options. Like Zard, in a tier with T-Tar, I can't see myself running Zard. It's not good enough of an option. Let's also make a note here. EQ over return on Glalie. It's an option. So we'll see how often we're clicking return. I feel like it'll be a lot, but we'll see. Does Scovillain get Stomping Tantrum? Really? Okay, that's kind of hype. I'm still not going to use it because I don't think it's good. But that is kind of hype. This is kind of cool though. I might have to try this in OU. I had no idea it got Stomping Tantrum. I'm writing this down. I'm writing this down right now on my my doc. Anyway, let's talk fire for the next thing to consider. So I think Cinderace always deserves consideration. Volcarona I'll put on. Heatran probably. Ceruledge usually deserves a little bit of consideration as well. I don't see Iron Moth once again. Heatran. Harkonine. Probably none of these guys. Maybe like a Darmanitan I could see. Magnezone, Sun, I do not think that is the plan. Magnezone can't actually kill Heatran. If we were going to trap Heatran, it would be Golem. Alolan Golem with Scarf EQ would be the plan there. But I don't think we run an Alolan Golem. This team has already one pretty wacky Mon that's going to be tough to support defensively. Yeah. So, okay, let's think about this. The main problems, so main concerns to fix. Speed. Glalie's not that fast. Or I guess what are like the big threats with Sun typically? Sun threats are usually like dragon types. We kind of have a good start on that. It's just so weird. Like, I don't honestly know what we're going to end up doing. I think we really, really want solid hazard control. That seems like a reasonable place to start. I can't help but feel like Raging Bolt is like mandatory. It's run so often. I feel like we just need a Raging Bolt. It's such a good Z user. It's so powerful in Sun. It has that Weather Ball, which is just ungodly powerful. I mean, it's so good. I think we have to run Raging Bolt. And I guess it doesn't do a whole lot for us defensively. But it does give us additional priority. And I think it works well with Glalie, because I think it can kind of wear down stuff like Heatran. And it definitely does well into Toxapex. And Glalie can definitely, like, the things that are going to switch into a Raging Bolt and Sun, which is, not much. Actually, you know what else I just realized? I think Chansey just walls Glalie. I should add that too. Just like a Chansey. I mean, there's no way Return's doing that much. Moltres, sure. Sun threats Moltres. Yeah, oh, Moltres is another one Glalie I don't think can get past. So that's another great point. Moltres. So, yeah, I think looking at these threats, Glalie seems... Raging Bolt seems like a no-brainer. I feel like we need it. Don't even use Torkoal, just use Yard. Guys, you can't have 2 Megas on a team. It won't work. The team won't... I mean, you can do it. But if we Mega Evolve Charizard to get our Sun, we can't Mega Evolve Glalie. So, the reason for Glalie Sun, it gets Weather Ball, and Ice Fire coverage is so hard to deal with. It's so hard to deal with. It really is. So yeah, Moltres is another big threat to consider. which does make me think a little bit. I feel like I want a Tusk, a head smash Tusk. I mean, it's a Sun team. Like we need a ground immunity. I cannot see a world where we don't add a Tusk at some point. Could end up being an AV Tusk, but it seems inevitable that we bring on a Tusk. We just need one. Tribune Aquila. That calc's not actually as bad as I thought. That does definitely more than I thought. But we're probably not going to be running quite max attack. But yeah. I also don't know how much we can count on having rocks up. I guess our rocker will probably be like Torkoal. So that's not bad. We could probably run like SR, Rapid Spin, Yawn. I'm thinking like Lava Plume. I'm a fan of that. I could see AV Tusk here being our answer to a lot of the super heavy special hitters and like kind of just being like an AV with max HP speed booster. Could definitely be an angle. Stone Edge, yeah, you could. I don't know. I like the power behind a head smash. Kills a Zapdos too, and it's like you get burned, you might get burned, but I feel like a Moltres going down is usually worth getting burned, and head smash will just take out like a bunch of random stuff. Volcarone is a threat. Yeah, Toxic Spikes are looking kind of dicey as well. I can agree with that. It's awkward because I really want to run a Hatterene here because I feel like the hazard situation is going to be really tough. But I feel like a Hatterene just makes way too much sense with Glalie. Because it's a Glalie. Like, it's an absolute Glalie, so... But then what do we do last? It's probably going to be super fizz stuff. I don't think we're going to have a ground immunity. I think we have to hope Glalie just kind of messes with ground types. As many ground types as there are, and it's quite the list. I don't think we can afford to have a ground immunity on this team. I don't think it'll work out. Guy named Bryson says, I know we're saying Glalie is the stall breaker. Meanwhile, me. We cannot count on Glalie as the stall breaker. I distinctly did say we cannot count on it, so don't worry. We're not counting on it too heavily there. Okay. I do kind of like Venusaur as the last Pokemon here. I think like Weather Ball, Giga Drain, Earthquake. With just Life Orb. We probably go Shaka Bolt here. But then Z is really tempting. Z is really, really tempting. Growth will super mess up fat teams, which I like. Venu also just gives us another avenue of speed control, and it can outpace IVAL. I believe IVAL at +2. I want to double check that, but I believe it can. Okay, beautiful. Yes, good. Hits a lot of stuff hard, gets the Heatran with Earthquake, which is nice. And I feel like the synergy between it and Glalie is pretty good. I'm worried about Lele, but I think we're just going to have to deal with that. Yeah, we could go EP. I kind of like EQ a little better. Because it gets past Clodsire and Glowking and Spadef packs. And you're going to growth anyway, so you hit both. So I just like EQ a bit better. Yeah. Mostly for the Clodsire, though. Because this makes our stall matchup, like, free win. And you're not really hitting that much with Earthquake, if you think about it. Like, most is just going to be Weather Ball, Giga Drain. Diancie goes wild versus this. I don't think it goes that wild. I mean, it's going to blow up Glalie for sure, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Glalie gone. But, yeah, no, Diancie's not great. I mean, we have Venu. We have Speed Booster Tusk with AV. AV Tusk is probably still dying, though. Actually, hold up. No, we might not die. Chance to live. I might want to EV for that. But no, we can't EV for that, because we need exactly that. We could do a little situation with like a little bit more Spadef to guarantee. I think that's probably worth to live this calc. So let's see how much we need to drop on there. So let's see, we'll probably have 4 in attack, and then it'll be 250. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that went up that time. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's going down. Yeah, for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're close. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Let's see if we can do 1 and then... No. Yeah, we need the 100. 100, 136. $136, 100. Great Tusk living a Moonblast, folks. This is why we go double mega. We low-key could. Like, we really could. I'd honestly be down to try that. That sounds kind of fun. But it's probably not the right way to go. All right, let's EV this Glalie. Are there any, like... Are there any, like, really important calcs we want to hit? Okay, Spadef Pharaoh's dying to uninvested. Like, it's not guaranteed, but I don't think that's going to be that relevant often. Gold? How much is, like, a gold Engo taking? A lot. Okay. It's like max. And max HP, I think even if we go like max special attack, is not going to get the guaranteed kill, so that's not really something we can even try for. Probably we just can go max attack. Because I feel like, I guess no. Oh, the Allo calc is what we want. So if Allo runs SPDF, how much do we need to kill with freeze dry is a relevant calc. So let's see how much we need for that. Okay, so that's pretty good. We could probably, do we want to consider plus SPDF Mola? Let's do that, because they do sometimes run that. And I feel like it won't be all that much. Okay, it's going to actually be like a ton to get the guaranteed. So, okay, let's assume it's not plus SPDF then. $90, that's like basically 100. 64 seems good. I don't know, does that get us any like other calcs? Well, we can just see how often we're clicking special moves, and that can also partly help us decide. But yeah, let's go 64. And 192, that seems fine. And then for Torkoal, I think we go, oh, Heat Rock, for sure. Drought, can't forget that. And we'll go SPDF here. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think SPDF is fine. And we'll go, Trick Room's like not really a thing, is it? We'll still, well, let's just do the let's do minus attack. That'll be good. Raging Bolts. Let's go Shucka. As greedy as I want to be, I feel Shucka makes way too much sense here. We'll go Draco, Weather Ball, Thunderclap, and I think Volt Switch seems good last on this kind of set. And we'll go enough to outspeed, because like nobody runs Jolly Gambit and Natex. I'll double check that, because you know, you never know, things change. But I don't think anybody's really doing that these days. Gambit, Jolly 2%. That's crazy. In OU, it's like 10. Yeah, nobody's running that. So, okay, cool. I'll go nice and fat on the Bolt. We'll go just Ice Spinner and Headlong. Seems fine here. Assault Vest, of course. Just make sure. Yeah, we got the... What was I calcing? Did I just, like, miss EVs? $136, 100. Okay. Oh, but that's no, it was max special attack. But okay, I guess I was just completely missing EVs. So we probably can run more then. So we have 156. We could do that. 156, 100, but then we can run more HP then. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, no. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Okay, so yeah, it's 168.88 is what we go for. To make sure, because we want as much HP as possible, because that helps in defense and SPDF calculations, but we need a little bit more SPDF to make sure we live that Diancie hit. And that is really bad for our team, obviously. So on this, we'll go just Nuzzle, Psychic Noise, Healing Wish, and we'll go Draining Kiss for the Tinglus. Well, we're not that weak to Tinglu, though. Whatever. We'll throw it on. We can maybe change it later. And yeah. We can maybe put some speed on Hat. Something to consider. And then growth, of course, last. Go minus SPDF. We might end up changing this because, you know, the mix set does take a little bit wind out of your sails there. We might make it EP, but I think we'll start with this. So it says 206 outspeeds max def gold. Probably good to do that then. Appreciate that. Okay. Got the max speed Glalie. Minus SPDF. Drought. Photosynthesis. Synthesis, we got the magic bounce on there and the chlorophyll on there. Okay, oh, and it made it modest. We don't want that. Okay, I'm going to search, and as I search, I'm going to take a, well, let's validate this quickly. Cool, all right, I'm going to search, and I got to take a bathroom break really badly, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Back. Let's see what we got here. So we're facing a sand team for some reason. God knows why. They have no ice resist, so Glalie is looking fire, which is great news. Yeah, Glalie looks absolutely just like amazing here. We can't really lead with it though. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a weather war situation. Sand is generally really bad news for Sun. But Glalie does honestly just genuinely look amazing. One thing is though, I'm pretty sure Glalie just gets nuked by an Ogerpon superpower. Like we die. Oh my gosh, there's a chance to die to Power Whip, dude? That's like pretty terrible. This Pokemon has like base 80. Why is it dying to like a neutral? That's so bad. Like what? So yeah, we like ultra die to superpower, but that's crazy. I didn't realize we would take all that. You are indeed. Hopefully they don't snipe. So let's check Glalie against Sandaconda. Like, can we kill with a freeze dry? It's still so bad. No, apparently we can kill with a return. What kind of Sandaconda set is this? Spidaf. No Sandaconda is packing Spidaf. Like, what is this Sandaconda set? Doesn't this seem real? It's really awkward what to start with here. I don't really know. I think we just start off with Glalie, get things going. Okay, that went fine. Return won't kill. Let's just go for the freeze dry. Seems fine. Doesn't risk a static, which is nice, obviously. I do like Venu this game, especially if the Zapdos gets chipped here. Like, even without any boost, Venu can kind of just go crazy. Actually, the one thing to consider about this is, if this Zapdos is, like, non-bulky, return will just straight up blow this thing up. But no, let's still freeze dry. But then, would this team have a defensive? I think Zapdos ought to be defensive here. Okay, it's speedy Zapdos, and it does get the tie, which sucks. So I wish we'd clicked return, obviously, because now we're probably a T-Tar is going to come in, and then we're going to get, like, Pursuit Trapped and die, which is sad. The missing the speed tie really blows, too, but we now know this is an offensive Zapdos, guaranteed. Yeah, but there's the T-Tar coming in, obviously. This really sucks. I don't want this to die here. I'm going to try switching out. Hopefully we don't get Pursuit Trapped. But but Pursuit makes so much sense here. I think we have to return. Pursuit makes too much sense. It kills, like, even if you're not. Yeah, I wish we just clicked return on the Zapdos, because we would have. No, we would not. Okay, terrible performance from Glalie right off the bat. That was just so trash. That return did nothing. Let's go Double Edge. I feel like we need the power of that after seeing that calc. I think Double Edge, because that would have killed, guarantee gotten a kill on Zapdos. So let's go with that. Let's go Tusk here and try to head smash the Zapdos. Because that'll really open up Venusaur if we can get that Zapdos killed. They might just go Sandaconda, which would be smart play, but let's see if we can get it. So this is probably an offensive Zapdos. Actually, we could check the Volt Switch roll on the Glalie to know for sure. We do, can we please hit? Okay, huge. This is why we run Head Smash and not. Weird visual glitch there. That was funny, but okay. I think we just, like, go Torkoal immediately on this. Feels fine. Okay, U-turn, not great, obviously, because they're just there. That brings it. But if they bring in T-Tar, then we can just go Tusk and Headlong Rush, which looks pretty good. So I guess this is kind of okay. We do live like a Draco. We don't live a Dragonium. Let's yawn and see what they want to do. Okay, I'm going to go Tusk here, because if they hit us with a Dragon move, that means they stay in, and we can get in Venu. They might Volt Switch, they might just switch out. T-Tar comes in, understandable, that's kind of what I was figuring. Let's just Headlong. Okay, oh, okay. Sacking the setter is a decision for sure. Torkoal time. Sun is now ours. I really don't think that was a good idea from our opponent. Let's go Hat here, and then we'll just go into Tusk. Yeah, so guys, like, not exactly a. You don't need to, you know, be like a super gamer. Don't sack your Sand Setter against a team like this. Oh, it has Sand. No, that's why I'm being dumb. Because they had a Sandaconda. Tis I who is the fool. But okay, we got that off, which is great. So that felt good. We are probably just going to get Earthquaked here and get smoked. We could go Raging Bolt and Draco, because we're going to get the Shucka. I kind of want to save that for the drill. Venu could come in here, theoretically. I think we just Healing Wish, just eat the EQ. Oh, we actually get the Healing Wish off. That's sick. So we can heal up Torkoal, which is amazing. That's really good news. But we go Venu first, and we just Giga Drain. Raging Bolt, I believe, will die from... No, it won't die. Let's still Giga Drain here. Depending on the Raging Bolt set... No, that's no Bolt. How does that do so little? Okay, I guess we could have read that and EQ'd, but we didn't. If Torkoal comes in, do we die to a Z? We do die to a Z Draco. Is it okay to let Venu die here, and then we can go for the win with Bolt? That's a question. Let me check Sand Spit quickly. Hit by any attack. Okay. But Giga Drain damage indicates that this bolt is probably no HP. Okay. Tusk here, will that die to a Z Draco? It won't. So the Tusk is our best way to avoid a death. That's probably the right play. Okay, critical hit, that sucks, but it's, I mean, it's fine. We'll headlong here. It's Balloon. I was like, when I saw that coming in, I was like, oh no. Because I knew it was going to pull up with the Balloon. That's so bad. Yeah, we're getting rolled here. I'm going to, yeah, we're getting smoked. I'll Ice Spinner, I guess. But like, yeah, we're just getting totally screwed here. We can go Venu on the, well, the Earthquake here will live that, I think, with Venu. Yeah, we'll live it just fine. Not just fine, but we'll live it. All Giga Drain predicting the Sandaconda. We've got to play aggro at this point. I will say Double Edge would have been a total game changer if we had it here. As terrible as Glalie did, and it did awful. If we had Double Edge, it would have been a whole different story. It also missed the speed tie, which sucks as well. If they go Sandaconda here, we have a shot at this. I don't think they want to sack their drill. They should just go Raging Bolt, realistically. But we have no chance to kill that anyway, so we might as well Giga Drain and pray that the Sandaconda comes in. We got it. There is hope again. There is hope again, guys. Not much, but like a little bit. I think this kind of comes down to whether our bolt is faster than their bolt. Is what I'm thinking. People are saying the Zapdos was Scarf. I don't know why it would be, because that's not ever a thing, but I guess maybe this is a team I'm just not aware of. Like, pretty sure Zapdos runs Scarf, like, 0.07% of the time. So I have no clue why you guys are saying this is Scarf, unless you just, like, happen to know that this team is doing that. I can't think of another reason. We go Bolt here. We got Shaka, so we can Weather Ball this guy. Why everyone in chat saying it was a Scarf? What is this, like an established thing? Is this team a thing? Because literally, like, 1 in like a million Zapdos runs Scarf on this ladder. Do we maybe want to go Speedy on this Bolt? I feel like we probably do. Yeah, we got outsped. So we can like EQ, hope for a critical hit is pretty much where we're at. Like a max roll crit would do it, yeah. GG. I don't think we got stream snipe there. I think we just lost. Let's go for another one. Okay, Heatran. Awesome. Love to see that. We'll do nothing with our Glalie will do nothing this game. So that's not good. Not good at all. Okay. Let's see here. They don't know our Glalie doesn't have EQ, though. think we really want rocks this game. I'm going to lead Torkel. That's kind of what I was hoping would not happen, but it is what it is. We can rock here, and then we can spin ourselves out of it, and we won't die to EP. And then we can go... I just made Bolt speedy, did I not? I did not. Now it's speedy. Let's go Bolt here and hope we're faster. And Volt Switch on this into Hatterene, probably. Okay, cool. That did not do a lot. Yikes. Let's go Glalie, because they surely fear the EQ here, and let's Mega Evo Freeze Dry on the Slowbro. That's what I thought. Okay, that went well. Can we kill with Double Edge here? We can't. Let's Freeze Dry again. Oh, we get the Landorus. Beautiful. Huge win. Huge, huge, huge. Let's go just Tusk. They should be afraid of the CC here. If they're not, even if they're not, it's great chip, so let's just Headlong. Slowbro's going to come in. You're not going to take two of those. We can Headlong again, kill something here. Or not kill something, but get a lot off on Curem. And then we have Glalie to come in on Curem pretty well. We don't play EQ on Glalie because we have to pick. We have to make... Sacrifices have to be made. You can't have everything you want, you know? So, okay, let's go Hatterene. And it's going to be a Psychic. That did more than I thought, but that still is manageable damage. Let's Healing Wish here. Because surely you don't stay... They stayed in. Okay, they stayed in. We're like, if I get nuzzled, I don't care. Which is insane, but all right. We have a 6.3% chance to die to this Psychic, so basically we're not dying to this Psychic. Probably Torkel's a better play. I think on this I want to go EQ over Yawn, so we have a way to hit Heatran on lead. Let's go Glalie. Let's do it. Let's do the Double Edge. Okay, we survive, we kill. Glalie, you did good. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Favorite OU Gen 8. It's great. Great stuff. Okay. I feel like our end game here is Venu. It's probably the plan. Can we kill Heatran with EQ without any boosts? At the moment, we can. Let's get Torkel in. And okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that works. And I'll go, I think, Bolt here, because it's likely going to be a... Okay, that's fine. We'll Thunderclap. It is Quick Attack. Fine, so be it. We can go Venu here. And just Earthquake. Cool. And if the Curem comes in, we can just Weather Ball, and then we can finish it off with Tusk. Scarf Curem is not a thing. Scarf Curem is not real. Scarf Curem cannot hurt you. Thank heavens. Thank heavens, that would have been bad. I like how he reacted to the Proto Speed after seeing it was Proto Speed. I wonder if he, like, just didn't check. It'd be kind of weird. Also, somebody recommended, or not really recommended, told me to change Torkel, and they're totally right. I forgot I have EQ now, so we actually want an attack stat. So we're going to go Sassy. Well, they said relax, but I'm pretty sure that's what they meant. Okay, Glalie did good there. It did good because our opponent had no idea what our set was. You know, but still did something. I will say that's another game where EQ on Glalie probably would have been the move, so we'll consider that. But if we go EQ, we don't have Double Edge, and Double Edge did work that game too. One shot of Lele. That was pretty good. If that Kieran was Scarf, I'd have lost it. Not really, but it would have been unfortunate. Super weak to Lele, this team, by the way. Let's talk about this. Weaknesses to look out for. Tapu Lele. Volcarone is still an absolute nightmare. Like, our answer to that is switching hard Tusk, which is not much of a solution. Using Earthquake on Venu to hit a lot of stuff harder, mostly Clodsire. Yeah, these look kind of bad. I wonder if maybe we don't need the Hatterene as much as I thought. But yeah, having nothing that outspeeds. I mean, no, we have Venusaur, but like, I think Ice Shard is that important. Yeah. I guess we could replace Ice Shard, but Prio is so good, and Ice Priority is so good. Okay, no weather, nothing to interfere with our weather. This honestly looks like a pretty good matchup for us. I don't see this being like massively difficult. I don't really think I want to start though with Torkoal. But Rocks. Let's sure. Honestly, let's just do the obvious thing and start with Torkoal. Okay, Altaria is going to lead, so I do wish we had Yawn immediately. We can still just Lava Plume and threaten to burn. They sometimes carry DD Heal Bell, but not that often. Let's go for it. Okay, we get the burn. Cool. So let's now consider if they are DD Heal Bell, they're not going to be able to touch Venusaur that well. So let's go hard Venu to... Okay, no. So they're not that, they're just... And this is a plus defense, so I see little reason to not just growth here. Let's just do that. But their team is so bad against... I still think we do it. Okay, cool. That worked out. So we do outpace this easily. We do outpace this easily. And we can just DQ. Can someone just say why he went for Sun? Because Glalie has Weather Ball, and Fire Ice coverage is really, really cool. The audio is PMO. Pissing you off? Why? Why are you at this stream then? These streams are they involve a lot of me talking. That is a pretty big component. Okay, GG. That was good. Venusaur just cleaned it up. I still just can't help shake the feeling that the Sun team is just, like, not that good. Like, we could go Cinderace over Hatterene to help with the Volcarona problem. Which would kind of solve some things. Wouldn't really help with the Lele. Would make the Lele problem worse, because then we'd have nothing to deal with Psyshock. Or Psychic. Okay, we're facing Webs, which, given our team, this should be a pretty easy matchup for us. I'm honestly down to just like click rocks. Cool, that went well. We'll go bolt this time. I don't think they're gonna click webs. Hatterene switch here is so obvious. And here we can bolt switch. Cool. Now we can go Hatterene. Oh, look at that. It's going fantastic. We'll Sinoise here. If they actually like outspeed and hit us out, that'd be even better because we can go into a Pokemon that blocks Tusk. We could actually, if they hit us here, we can sweep with Glalie. Like straight up. Just sweep with Glalie. Custap, they're gonna hit. Guys, I think we might just be about to solo this team with Glalie. I'm actually gonna do like 40 chests here. I'm gonna click double edge so they think I'm a full physical set to make the weather ball less expected. Well, but then gold, now gold's gonna live. No, actually, we have a 87% chance to kill offensive gold. The optimal play is preserving Glalie here, but I'm absolutely going for the full team sweep, just to let you guys know. Like, we're totally staying in here, even though it is not, you know, objectively the right decision. We are so going for it. We're so going for it. Come on. Yes! Full team Glalie sweep. Come on. Let's make it happen. Nihilego. This dies to double edge. It's super dies. Oh, guys. This is one for the highlight reel. GG. Thanks. Guys, you have to like the stream for that. Come on. You have to like the stream for that. You absolutely must. That was incredible. That's why I'm running Glalie on Sun. For everyone in chat who's been wondering the entire stream why, that is why. That is why we run Glalie on Sun. Okay, this looks like a pretty good Glalie matchup. Wow. All right. HF. So I really kind of just want to start this game off by setting Sun. That feels like a pretty solid idea. We don't kill Chomp outright. So Torkoal can live a hit, which is nice. We probably go for that. Let's just lead with Torkoal though to get it started. I think rocking up is worthwhile here. So let's do that. Psychic, that is super specs damage, which is honestly good news here. So here's the great thing. We can actually go, I'm going to go Glalie here. We outspeed because that's obviously specs. We can threaten to kill with a double edge. And if the Scizor or the Gambit comes in, we can kill with Weather Ball and we don't die. Now, if our opponent knew our set and I knew they knew our set, I would go for Freeze Dry here to catch the Shifu. But I don't think they're going to go into Shifu. But yeah, we can double edge, which will one-shot the Lele here. Likely. Okay, they did go Shifu. All right, good on you for catching me on that one, I guess. CC will do it here. Nothing else will. I think you click U-turn here. Oh, we could have just freeze-dried and killed it. No, we could have freeze-dried and killed it there, guys. I thought for sure it was Scarf. I could have sworn I remember this team and it was Scarf. Why are you running? Oh no. Wait, why are you running like? What's your speed control here then? That's like unhinged. honestly. That is an unhinged set. Let's go Tusk here, I guess. I mean, that seems pretty simple. We'll just Ice Spinner. Scizor comes in, fine. I'll Headlong. We'll see what kind of set this Scizor is packing. What it's up to. Defog makes sense. It kind of puts us in an awkward spot with the timing of this, actually. That was probably not a great play on my part. Can Hatterene live a Bullet Punch here? It can. Let's go Hatterene and Healing Wish up Torkoal. I think we do want a healthy Torkoal. Would be great. Because this is a defensive Scizor. Yeah. Yeah, no, that Shifu not being Scarf really just shocked me. We'll Healing Wish here, though. Okay, they're just going to U-turn. Fine. That works out. That works out. Why wouldn't I click Ice Shard against Chomp? Psychic Terrain was on the field. So that would have been pretty bad. Okay, with that, we're actually going to go into Glalie here. Because we can once again threaten to kill with Double Edge. I'm going to double Torkoal here. Okay, cool. That worked out. We'll go Venu. Okay, fine. Let's Earthquake. Probably Bolt comes in here. Cool. Doesn't do quite enough. We'll EQ again. At least we can get into range where we kill them with a Thunderclap, which is nice. Yeah, Scarf Chomp is just not a good Scarfer. It made way too much sense for this team to have. That's a point. Put a point on the board for, you know, what was I going to say? Put a point on the board for EP Venu, because it would have done its job there. Let's go Glalie and Ice Shard here. We don't want to eat a Thunderclap if we don't have to. Okay, cool. We just get the Bolt. Nice. A Scarf Chomp will not kill us. It's got to be Scarf Chomp, right? They know we're Weather Ball now, which sucks, but there's no real way to avoid that. We're probably going to lose this game to... No, we might not lose to Lele. This is going to be a tough one, though. If we could have just, like, freeze-dried their Shifu, totally different thing, but I could not believe that they were not Scarf on this build. Couldn't believe it. Okay, we'll freeze dry here. Yeah, a little bit of damage on that makes sense. Makes sense. We'll go Bolt here. On this, okay, beautiful, beautiful. We'll go Weather Ball here. Perfect timing on that. Okay, they're gonna survive. Makes sense. Probably we sack the Torkoal and go into Glalie, I'm thinking is probably the play. Yeah, I don't think we win this, though. I don't think we win this here. But we don't really have a better... We could sack the Bolt, theoretically. It's just going to be a Moonblast. So let's think. What if we did sack the Bolt, then we go into Glalie, and then... No, we have to go Torkoal here. And I'll Double Edge, hoping the Garchomp comes in, I guess. How much recoil do we take? Okay, it's going to be the Scizor. I'm going to go for a read here in Double Edge. We catch it. We got it. Huge read. Huge, huge, huge read. We definitely needed that to have a chance at this game. We have to go for the roll here, I think. It's not in our favor at all, but we have to go for it. But then we can go Tusk, which actually looks pretty good. Glalie, Glalie, you didn't do it. You didn't just do it, Glalie. That is insane. I think Glalie has just saved this game for us. Because look, now we just, we sack this, we click Weather Ball, and then we go into Glalie, we Weather Ball twice. Glalie just managed to pull this one back from the depths. Crazy. Dude. Psychic terrain, so you can't bullet punch. He's too good. Guys, Glalie is just too good. How did it get that roll on King Gambit? How did it do it? How did it manage? The sheer gall to pull up and get that 37% roll and then just win the game. The audacity to pull that off. You need a jawline like this. Giga Chad Glalie. Glalie don't playly. That's right. Absolutely correct. Glalie does not mess around. Whew. Wow. Huh. Okay, somebody recommending on Venu we add a little attack to a KO Bolt. Probably a good idea. That's gonna take a little bit. All right, what's the what nature are we actually running on this thing? I always forget like the names of the natures. Naive. Okay, so let's just calc this here. We need to still outspeed Iron Valiant. That's like the benchmark. So we currently have 4 attack. So let's count this out. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How did that just drop 4? Okay. All right, let's recount that now that okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is how many we can do. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Raging Bolts. Still not really getting the 2-hit KO, like a little bit more likely to. I guess we probably do it. I guess we probably do it. It seems worthwhile. Yeah, Op did kind of throw in the team builder by not having a single Scarfer. I still feel like we've just been winning by the skin of our teeth, though. Like, this team does not feel good to me. It really doesn't feel good. I don't know exactly what we need, but we've got it. Something's got to change here, I think. Something's got to change because the team just really isn't feeling good. Like, we've been winning by insane shenanigans and using our opponent's psychic terrain against them and just like absolute nonsense. But I don't think the team's actually good. How is side terrain plus a bunch of priority even a team? Yeah, no, that team was not well built in a lot of ways. Somebody's saying Lele should be on the team, but like we have our own priority. We have Ice Shard, we have Raging Bolt. We're using Earthquake on Venu for Clodsire, because Venu with EQ absolutely farms the stall matchup. Also better against Spedefutran, which is currently a nightmare for the team. Like, the Hatterene's been okay. I guess sometimes you don't know how much you miss Hatterene until it's gone. You know? Something or other. Thank you for the $20 donation. Very generous. Saying, imagine queuing up just to get mogged by Glalie. For real. Everybody just getting mogged by Glalie today. Yeah, Cinderace, like, could be good, but it doesn't actually help with because Scarf Lele is the problem now. If we go Cinderace, Scarf Lele just ends our entire existence and our dream of ever existing again, basically. It's so bad for us. Like, Scarf Lele is an absolute nightmare. I get that Ace looks good, but over what is always the question. You've always got to have something that, you know, gets replaced. I just don't know. It could be there's no solution. It could be there's just no way to make a Mega Glalie Sun team that's anything but a bit of a matchup fish. That's just kind of inconsistent. Could be that's it. Once again, if we replace Ace for Hatterene, we lose to Psychic. Scarf Lele clicks Psychic and the whole team dies. It's not an acceptable solution. I'm going to click off Venus so people stop asking about Earthquake. Like, is there like a steel type that can help us here? The healing wishes have been helpful as well. But we still kind of like are pretty bad against Lele, and Volcarona is also a genuine nightmare. Like, if we face a Volcarona, we have to play so carefully. How much is a Glalie doing to a Volcarona? That's not good. Crazy at Explosion kills offensive, but all we have is Double Edge, which is... does like half, but it's not enough. Yeah, honestly, maybe Bolt is the thing we replace. Crazy as that is, like with how good it theoretically is, maybe Bolt is the one to go. Let's make a copy of this so we can make some more notes. Oh, we already did make a copy. Maybe replace Bolt. It hasn't been bad. Super duper, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down a little bit. Okay. All right, HF. Glalie once again looks pretty fire here. Don't love the T-Tar existing, obviously. That's rough. If we could chip the Mola, Tusk can just click Headlong, depending on the Wheezing ability. No ground type. Bolt can Volt. Good news. Okay. Let's just start with Bolt. Okay. Good play by my opponent, I guess. They're probably looking to just chili. Let's go Torkoal here in case they don't chili. Oh, whoa, that did a lot. That's, I think, like, modest. We're a max, but have Torkoal. That did more than... Yeah, this is like modest max invested or something crazy. Let's go for rocks, get those up. We don't get poisoned, which is pretty fortunate. Yeah, that is modest max. Let's go Tusk here. We'll survive. Fortunately, no poisons is really good luck. That's good fortune. Let's go Bolt on this as the likely... Okay, Wheezing. Interesting. That's very interesting. We see no declaration, so this is probably going to be... I think we Weather Ball here. Yeah, because Slowking's going to get blown up by that. And we want to chip the T-Tar, so I'm going to Draco here. Draco will kill... If it stays in, it'll die. Okay, Glowking down. Cool. I'll take that any day. I think we go Hatterene here. Flash Cannon. Fine. Let's go Glalie, and I'm inclined to... I feel like we Weather Ball, because if we catch the Scizor, great. Okay. This comes in. Let's go Tusk. Pursuit's not going to kill us, so we can go Tusk here just fine. It's just going to go into Wheezing here. So we can go into Glalie and just double edge the Wheezing, because that's going to do... And they're not counting neutralizing. It's not going to be neutralizing gas. It's levitate. Because we would have seen if it was neutralizing gas. That does not do nearly as much as I thought it would. Let's still do it. Yeah. It's fine. Like, yeah, we can just double edge here. This will do a lot. The win con here is not... Like, Glalie might win, but it's not the win con. The win con is Bolt. In retrospect, this was not a smart play. We should have gone Bolt Volt here, because this could end up with us losing to Como if we're not careful. I think at this point, we're too late to back out. We can't let them get a free defog. Okay, nice. They didn't go for it, so that's good. Double edge again. Cool. Okay, Helmet will just freeze dry here. Massive Mola chip. Beautiful. I'm going to freeze dry. Like, there's no way. That was the most obvious Mola I've ever seen. Like, the double edge bait there was not good. Insanely telegraphed stuff. Let's just go Bolt here. Okay, they're going for it. All right, let's Volt switch. And we'll go Torkoal. Okay, good play. And we can go Raging Bolt, and we'll Volt switch again. Oh, what? You stayed in. That's insane. I gotta respect the confidence, I suppose. I think we keep Glalie around for the Ice Shard. I'm not really sure what we sack here. It honestly might be Venu. Venu doesn't really look that crucial. Let's go into that. Okay, we just get dual wing beated. Yeah, fine. We will Volt Switch here. Yeah, T-Tar coming in makes sense. Makes sense. We can go Tusk, I think. Ice Spinner looks good. Catch the Wheezing. Oh my gosh, that did nothing. Still, Head Smash if we hit kills. Okay, good, good, good. I was counting on, like, I thought 2 Ice Spinners would kill. But Ice Spinner plus... I forgot we have no attack. That's probably what threw off my head calcs. Como comes in, we have to, I think, Ice Spinner. We can't... Or we'll Headlong here. Yeah. Okay, they did the big thing. This could be bad. This could be bad. I don't think Glalie kills. Glalie does not kill. All right. Little bit of a cocky GG from our opponent, but they're probably right. Because Glalie can't. Yeah, we're gonna lose to this. Actually, no. Hold on. No. We don't lose. I mean, we probably still do, but we have a chance. Oh, I don't think Thunderclap kills. Never mind. 50%. Let's do it. Raging Bolt, come on. Easy. No problem. We probably lose to the T-Tar afterward, though. T-Tar switch. Yeah, fair enough. We'll Draco here, and then Volt switch, and then come in and... Oh, come on. Yeah, we can't... If we're missing Dracos, we're definitely not winning. If we're missing Dracos, we definitely can't win. I think that miss might have cost us the game. I think we legitimately could have won. Never mind, it's an AV-Tar. We were losing anyway. I'm trying to think if there was any like mistakes. I could have gone Hatterene on the Clangorous Soul, but you can't really like predict that. Because it could have just used the move Clangorous Soul Blaze as well. That went okay. That was good. They got reads on us with the Scizor, which was rough. I guess that made things kind of difficult. Yeah, like if I knew they were the Z, we could have just gone Hatterene and blocked it, but that was just tough. Honestly, I think like this was just a tough matchup. This was just a tough matchup. I don't think there was a lot we could have done against a Z Como in the end game there. But yeah, no, the RNG at the end didn't matter. It was a super fat T-Tar. Yeah, max but FAV indeed. Is there any way we could have not lost? I guess like Torkoal dying wasn't great, but I don't really think there was any way we could have avoided that. Yeah, I guess we should have just banked on the Como being the only, like, the Z being its only way to boost and just consistently gone Hatterene probably would have been the better play, I suppose. But even then, like, we just took Sand Chip and then Flash Cannon killed. So it wasn't like that really did anything to fix the problem. I guess we could have gone Glalie. No, there was really no way. G-Weezing isn't good, but not in Nat decks at least. Yeah, another game where, well, Bolt was good though. Bolt was good, but not good enough to save us from Como. HF. I think if we lead into a Zard Y, we can potentially just kill with Double Edge. No, not good odds. So that's not what we go for. I do really like rocks here, but they're so not letting us get those up ever. Bolt looks amazing. Yeah, we're never getting up hazards here. It's definitely a Sash Seru, which looks like an absolute misery to face. I still think we start with getting up Sun. We can bait in their Hatterene pretty easily, I think. That's the plan. Like, yeah, Volt is free, but it's also not a fat team. Volt is free is a lot better against fat teams. I think we just Lava Plume this. We can find out if it's a real Hatterene or not. Yeah, it's not. I'm going to rock up here in case they don't switch hard Hatterene. And if they do, we can try to spin. Okay, we get up rocks, which is crazy good here. That's so, so good. I'm shocked they let us do that. I want to just go hard Venu on this. We could go Hatterene, but we might get like heavy slammed or something if we try to go into that. Okay, Reflect. Cool. So it's one of these. I think we just want to launch off a Weather Ball and get damage on it for next time. It's so fat. These things are so fat always. And then we can probably... Do we Growth or do we... We probably don't Growth. Well, how much is Dragonite taking? Dragonite's taking 0, so we go Bolt here, I think. Okay, this is actually the Hatterene this time. So I'm inclined to Volt Switch, and we can go into our own... Oh, it's Eject button. Interesting. I didn't see that coming on a Screens team. I guess it's like just full support, Healing Wish. So good to keep in mind that in the back, there's going to be a Hatterene with that set lurking. It's probably Ghosty and Poltergeist Ceruledge, which is so tough to deal with in this tier. It's so, so strong. I wonder what this is. If you want to trick me a choice item, I am so down for that. I really am. Memento, I'm not as down for that. Good play. I'll give it up. That was good. I thought that was going to be a switcheroo or a trick there. I didn't, I kind of forget about the move Memento sometimes. So for those that are confused, the Zama is still alive. Just to keep you guys, you know, in the loop. It is still very much alive. We're going to Draco here. We still actually do a lot. Please don't be weakness policy. Good, it's not. Love to see that. How many boosts till extreme speed kills Glalie? Not even likely to kill at that. That's good. How important is Tusk? Let's go into it. I just don't want to let this thing keep DDing is the concern. Yeah, Screen Zamazent is a thing. It's a thing in OU too. It's not that crazy. Like you see it around. Okay, we just immediately die to a devastating Drake. Fair enough. Let's go Glalie. Cool. That went well. Double-edged to Ice Shard will not do it. Barely. How do we deal with this? I think we go Torkoal into Bolt is the right play. Kazama, this is doing... Yeah, once the Reflect goes up, we're not going to be able to kill it anyhow. We could double edge once to chip it for next time. Let's do that. We'll double edge as they Reflect. Then we'll go Torkoal as they light screen. Then we'll go Bolt as they do whatever. We'll find out. Yeah, the second Zama hit the field. Indeed. So I am so down to let themselves like run their screens out on this. So we're just going to Volt Switch here, which won't kill. And we don't want it to. And then we'll go into Hatterene and Nuzzle and just kind of sit there and click Nuzzle and do 0 damage. That is the plan. There was a Zoroark. So that's why the whole thing with the which Pokemon are dead got a little weird. Get dekissed. Fair enough. We'll go Bolt again and Volt Switch again. Seems fine. Just gonna wear out these screens. Totally okay with me. The healing... Yeah, good play. Good play. Good Healing Wish. We Nuzzle here. Absolutely. Awesome. And I think we Sinoise now. The Reflect is gone, which is awesome. Blitz, cool. Now we outspeed and kill you with the Glalie, the big Glalie. Zama here is probably not dying to Ice Shard, unfortunately. But yeah, we do just double edge this. Going Serral Edge here is a crazy play. Venu might outspeed, depending on your EVs, is the tricky part. Let's go Bolt. And let's Thunderclap here on the big Ghostium. I feel like I'm sensing the big Ghostium. But, like, if Serral Edge gets the right reads here, we do just lose. I'm going to Volt Switch here. Okay, good. We got it. I think we got it. Okay, Glalie, like, dies, though, doesn't it? That's so bad, dude. How is Glalie out here actually dying to that? I guess Torkoal can come in, and does Venu die, is a question. If it's Adamant, though. Has a chance. I should have just clicked immediately, I think. No. That might have worked, but it just as equally likely would have just not. How much is Glalie doing with Ice Shard to this? 18. But it doesn't matter, because Sneak kills already. Guaranteed. I think the play is Torkoal, and we just let it... We can just EQ, I guess. Yeah, Bitter Blade will kill there. And then we go Venu, and we hope it's not Jolly, and we EQ. We're likely to live this. Even with crit chance factored in, we're likely to live this. Shadow Sneak. Oh, they didn't even go for it. Awesome. Okay, we win. Maybe they didn't have it, which would be insane. You absolutely should run Shadow Sneak. But maybe for whatever reason in... Why would you ever run Tim? Dude, what? Major speed tier. Like, what are you talking about? Why would I? It's like, why wouldn't I? That's okay. Does Ice Shard from Glalie kill combined with EQ? Probably, unless we get a really bad roll. Unless we get a really bad roll. But it also probably has to blitz us. So we're probably going to win here. I did forget about the Healing Wish, though. Yeah, on screens, Jolly Serral Edge would have been kind of weird. So I was pretty sure it would be. I was mostly worried about the Sneak killing, but then they just didn't go for it. I was pretty sure it'd be Adamant, though. Hopefully it's not a Fat Zard. Fat Zard would be brutal here. If they go for the Dragon Claw and we get really bad rolls on Ice Shard and we get really bad EQ roll, that was not a great EQ roll. Oh, they went for... Why'd you go for DD, dude? That literally... Like, you just saw I was a timid Venusaur. What is the plan here? Bro is throwing the game for no reason. You could have lived. You could have lived. Like, what are you doing? Okay, GG. All right, that was weird. Bolt has been fine, but no more than fine. But no, like, why timid? Like, no, Modest Venu is such a throw. It really is. It really is such a throw. Bolt's been good. But at the same time, this team feels like just like it has so many completely unacceptable problems. You know, we could, okay, check this out. Check this out, right? Get rid of this, guys. It's gonna be cool. Flare Blitz to stop me, but that's like kind of bad though. How much is Flare Blitz Torkoal doing to Volcarona? Low key, it works. It's kind of doing it. Scarf Atrot, no. It's a water type. Kamran Shah, I'm sorry to hear you're having a migraine. I hope that improves. But yeah, like I feel like this team we're currently using in its current form is doomed to be mediocre. But I don't feel like rebuilding from scratch really fixes anything or makes anything better, because we're still going to need a lot of the same stuff. Like, Venu's been good, but maybe like a Lilligant would, for some reason, be better. It really wouldn't, though. Like, that wouldn't actually help with anything we've been having issues with. I mean, no, I guess Lilligant kind of can, like... No, it really can't touch Venu. Team is powered by hype. HP Rock. Yeah, that's not the play. How much does Great Tusk at least live? Like, what EVs are we? 168, 88, AV. But, oh no, and Sun with a Quiver. Oh, but that isn't Sun. That isn't Sun. Okay, nice. Okay, that's actually a lot better than I thought. Maybe we're not quite as cooked as I expected. We have Nuzlocke. I mean, it's still not great, but I feel like it's probably close to optimal. Maybe Venusaur. I could see Venu potentially being the hidden problem. Speed outside of Sun would be great. Because, like, I'm just looking at this, you know, Ninetales, and it's just going to get up the freest veil in the world, and I can't do anything to stop it. I think Torkoal Lead is still fine. Let's just Lava Plume this thing, see what it wants to do. Okay, we don't get a burn. That's not good. Already this is looking dire. I think we have to burn this thing. Okay, we get the burn. That's good. The Mystical Fire is going to be tough to deal with. Let's go Hatterene. Hopefully they don't Dekiss. I think we can kill with Double Edge here. Okay, that's not great. But it's kind of our only option, isn't it? It's kind of our only option. I mean, Bolt could come in Volt Switch and then back into like Torkoal, I guess, or like into Venu could be. That's probably the play. We do like an aggressive into Venu type of situation. Because how much is Venu taking from a D-Kiss from this Hatterene? Like nothing. And Weather Ball is doing a good enough chunk that I think Volt Switch plus Weather Ball should do it. It's gonna be tight, but I think that should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Good thing they didn't try to set this Hatterene up when they had Veil. That would have been like instant GG's. Okay, that was not a good roll. That was a really bad roll. That was like an absolute minimum Volt Switch. Would we rather have Glalie alive or Venu alive? I think Glalie. So let's what? Oh, yo, okay, cool, sick. I'm down for that. Let's go immediate Torkoal. Yeah, this is Natex. It was never banned. Okay, let's not repeat last time's mistakes. Let's go Hard Hat. Okay, we have Flamethrower. Not great. Let's... I don't know what we do here. That's not good. Because Glalie can't come in. Let's go Bolt, I guess, on the Flamethrower, and then we'll bait the Z move on the Hatterene. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm... Like, you might just stay in here and attack. Blizzard might... I can honestly just nuzzle here. I don't see an issue with that. Okay, they got the Veil. It's not good, obviously. That's bad news. I honestly did not see that coming. Let's go Torkoal. Let's get the sun up. And then... I think Volcarona just comes in and wins here. Like, let's try to get up rocks. Okay, we get up rocks at least. That's good. That's good. Let's go Bolt on a likely Flamethrower. Okay, they just hit us with the Clang Scales. Fair enough. A Glalie Double Edge, I think, kills here. It does. Beautiful. Let's do it. Glalie, it's your time to shine, buddy. Please just don't get immediately flame-bodied by Volcarona. That would not be good. That'd be really sad. Okay, good. We'll Double Edge again so they don't like catch on to us having Ice Shard, and the HP we lose is negligible. Gyarados. Oh, please don't Mega Evolve so we can Freeze Dry you. I really want to Freeze Dry you. They Mega Evolved. Crap. Okay. Oh, we don't even break Substitute? No way, dude. Please break Sub here. Please let that have been a bad roll. Okay, good heavens. Thank God. We do die here, so that's not good. Okay, let's go Great Tusk, because they're going to crunch here. And now let's go Torkoal as they water move. Hopefully. They should sub here. Do we break with 2 Lava Plumes? We do. So the play is probably... Actually, could we just go Tusk here? Is that the play? I think the play here is Tusk. Yeah, I knew they... I sensed they would go for that. So we can Headlong. And then I think we sack Hatterene. And then we go Glalie and finish this off with a Shard. Never mind, because we outsped. We're just going to actually... I guess Headlong again. No real reason to get a speed boost. Oh, of course we would outspeed. I don't know why I didn't think we would. So we should have gone for a Head Smash on the sub instead, so we didn't lose quite as much health. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much now. We'll go Torkoal here for sure. Torkoal here is a no-brainer. Okay, they tried to Veil. Cool. Works out for us. We just go Glalie here on the Moonblast, and then we can Weather Ball. We probably just lose to Volcarona here. We're going to hope it's a slower one and go Hard Tusk and Headlong Rush. Or it might be, it also might be, actually, do we want to like keep it as, no, we have to Weather Ball to kill this thing. It might be non-Boots Volk because there's a Hatterene. So there's a chance it's non-Boots Volk. It's non-Boots Volk. Okay, the Volk is dead. Huge, huge, huge win. To get that. The fact that that thing's dead is incredible. Like, that's hope has been restored. I'm going to go hard Venu here. And I think we just... like EQ. Okay, that did nothing, but that's fine. Because now we go Tusk. And we Headlong. That EQ did not do anything at all, though. How much would we have expected that to do? It did 36. Ninetales comes in, makes sense. We always go Hatterene on this. We never, ever, ever chance this thing actually setting up. And we're hoping it's Z. If it has like some stack, the boosting move and the boosting... some stack the boosting move and the boosting Z. If it has the boosting Z, like, we're just cooked. And it goes for it here. Like, there's nothing we can do about that. But okay, they went for the Z. They didn't get it. That's huge. We should be able to just dekiss here. Okay, they had Flash Cannon, which is fine. Glalie Double Edge. What's the recoil? 22.9% recoil to kill. And how much if this thing comes in? How much recoil are we taking? 21 to 25. So we're totally fine to go Glalie here and Double Edge. Funny, we have all ice moves now because Weather Ball's ice as well. We Double Edge. Goodbye. We Double Edge. Citrus Berry, confirmed. So we don't have to worry about any Shucka stuff, and we should just be able to go in and Headlong Rush this. Dude, Glalie saved that game. Glalie absolutely saved that game. 1827, went 6-2. 6-2, look at that. I probably should have, so the reason I know Weather Ball did more damage to Iron Hands. I thought a Como switch was likely, and Bulletproof would have made the Weather Ball do 0. So that's why I clicked EQ on the Como. But no, guys, look at Glalie did crazy well this game. Look at this. When did it first come in? Glalie came in here. Glalie came in after a Raging Bolt died to Clangorous Scales and threatened to kill a Como through screens. Took out the Hatterene. Then proceeded to freeze dry the Gyarados, break the sub, leading to the Gyarados not sweeping the entire team, which was incredibly crucial. Came in here to tank a hit, Weatherballed, killed the Volcarona, no risking contact abilities. Went Venu, and you remember the rest? Yeah, Flash Cannon Glalie just finished up the game. It wrapped it up. It just packed everything up. Glalie was actually really good this stream. Double Edge was definitely the move. I'm glad we went with that. Return would have been disappointing damage. The Double Edge Weather Ball combo was just crazy. I mean, now I will say, I don't think this team's that good. I think we outplayed pretty much all of our opponents, and we had so many close calls. Like, every game was razor thin. Like really down to the wire. I don't think this team is good. Is there a chance for Glalie Sun to be good? I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll do a vote. We'll do a vote. But yeah, I'm just not that optimistic about it because I feel like it's just so hard in general. I don't think Sun is good in Nat decks actually at all. I just, I don't think Sun is even good in Nat decks. And now I will say, if you're going to use Sun after its performance today, I feel like Glalie is a legitimate choice. But I just don't think Sun itself actually has a place in Nat decks, beyond, of course, Zardwai. I don't think Torkoal Sun really has a place in Nat decks. If we were to try this again, we would just try like a different Sun team. Just like throw around different Sun teams and see if it works and see if anything goes. But really, I think this team is not great. Like, we ended up getting to 1800. So we're like near top of the Nat decks ladder with Glalie Sun. It did pretty well. And I think this team is fine. But it's just, I mean, we outplayed so many, like, we really, like, this was a terrible matchup. Like, what if our opponent just decided to not set up Hatterene and get burned immediately? Like, what if they just saved Hatterene for when, I mean, I guess we could have double-edged it, but like, ugh. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'm feeling it. Maybe if I'm like inspired. Yes, 73%, which is like really low for yeses. Normally it's like 80, like high 80s, 90. So kid, that's the thing. I do feel like the concept's sort of been done. But yeah, I will, of course, as always, add this team so you guys can try this for yourself. I had fun. I will say, like, Glalie Sun didn't end up being like busted or anything, and I didn't think it was going to be. But I had fun. It did pretty well. It was pretty scary. And I think just maybe there's a way to actually make this Pokemon work and really be good. And I kind of want to try and find it. Crazy as that is, I kind of want to try and find it. Why did we go Sun? Weather Ball. Guys, Weather Ball did crazy work this stream. So, like, don't even tell me Glalie doesn't belong on Sun. This Weather Ball was really, really vital in many, many games. The fire and ice coverage is insane. Anyway, I think, yeah, we can wrap it up there. Thank you guys very much for attending. It was a great stream. Appreciate all the donations and everyone just who, and even if you didn't donate, I really appreciate you just being here and watching. Always awesome. Have a great day. And yeah, let's try to time this right. I'm going to end this in 3,